What's up, folks? Takoya Carlton here, and of course, we're getting started here. And I just wanted to kind of start this off today, as we always should. And really, I hope that you guys had an amazing day. Today was amazing for me. And let me just kind of say this real quick, because even though I'm having a bad day, you would never know that I had a bad day or I'm having a bad day, right? And first of all, let me take that whole bad day thing out. And I think that's really a myth. When people think like or say, I had a bad day or I'm having a bad day, what do you mean? Like, I understand bad moments. I think if you have a bad day, then that's a lot on you, right? That's your fault because at some point you should, of course, correct that thing somehow, some way, right? So I'm going to talk to you about 10 simple, surefire ways to make today your best day ever. So I'm kind of going to go over some of those things, and you can kind of course correct. When you're having those days and you just don't feel the right way, guys, or maybe someone just igged you so much today and it caused you to snap, or you got outside of your normal self because of outside factors, right? Now, some of those things we can't control, but one thing we can control is ourselves. So again, I want to encourage you to do a couple of things that's going to help you to have a good day every day. And understand, guys, never say I had a bad day. Never say I'm having a bad day. Once you said that, you realize that it's a bad day. And what that simply means is that you can change it right there. Let me say it again. Everybody get that, right? You can change it right there on the spot because you've just identified I'm having a bad day. And if you know why you're having a bad day, you can shift why you're having that bad day. Right. So if it's someone, hey, listen, maybe I need to, remove myself from this situation. Or maybe, you know what? Let me breathe a little bit. Let me count to 10, whatever it is that's going to help you calm down. So let me just give you a couple of different things that you can utilize to help you to have that good day, right? Even in the midst of going through some stuff. I want you to understand you can have an incredible day. So let me kind of go over a couple things here with you. So the first thing is be present. So that's going to help you to have a great day as well. Because sometimes we can always, find ourselves coasting into what happened yesterday or what happened last week or holding grudges. See, guys, listen, if you're about today, this very moment right now, you can choose to have a great day. So no matter what happened an hour ago, 5 minutes ago, guys, you can have a great day because be in the moment right now. Okay, so that's number one. Be in the present instead of having your mind elsewhere. Bring yourself back to now. Okay, so that's number one. Number two, do less. And see, some of us, we get, kind of overwhelmed, and we start having a bad day because we have so much stuff on our plate and so many people pulling and tugging at us to go do certain things for them, right? Or we just feel like we're overwhelmed. We feel like we have so much on us and we just can't handle it. Where guys, sometimes doing less is just as good. Why? Because you can do less, guys, and you can move things around. But here's the thing: you do less that day so that you don't feel that, that overwhelming feeling that you have. When you do less, what's the most important thing is that you get what's important done when you do less. So if you got a lot of things to do that day, maybe you need to switch those things around later that day, or maybe the next day, or maybe even the next week. But again, today, just kind of bring it down, hone it down a little bit, but get the most important things done today. So if that's like 5 things or 5 tasks you had to do, go ahead and get the 1 or 2 things done. And that way you still feel like you overcame. That way you still feel like you accomplished something because you got something done that day. And then, of course, number 3, guys, get one important thing done. And again, we just kind of went over that on step 2 when we talked about do less. Get one important thing done today. Absolutely. So the whole thing is, guys, that's how we can overcome those bad days, or as I like to say, bad moments, bad situation. Again, bad moments mean moments. That means not a long time. That means not a whole day. That means not a whole week or month. A moment is a split in time, right? Just one little moment in time. Does that make sense? And so here's the thing, guys. Let's move on. Number 4, right? To having a good day is plan your perfect life. I know that's a big one right there, right? People like, what do you mean plan my perfect life? If you're like 40, 50, like I'm 51, right? And how do you plan your perfect life, right? When you're in the middle of it? So again, sometimes we got to sit back and we got to start thinking about those things that we want in our lives so we can attract the very thing that we ask for, pray for, all those things. So again, guys, sometimes we just need to sit back and plan our perfect life. Here's what I mean. What would your life be like if you had no restrictions? I'm not talking about living in a mansion or flying around in private jets. All I simply mean is if you could just find a few different things that would make you happy, right? A few different things. If this was in place, I would be so much more happier. Just I don't know what it is for you, but sometimes we need to sit down and we need to figure those things out because again, it's going to help us to get to where we need to get to, right? Even if it's just getting through a day, right? Just getting through a day, getting through a week, getting through a month, getting through a year. Maybe we had a lot of things. This year for me personally has been an incredible year of ups and downs. I promise you, it's been a crazy year for me, right? I've had a lot of blessings and I've lost a lot of friends, a few friends. And of course, guys, you know what? I can sit here and I can be, all in my feelings. I could be upset. I can always be down. I could be constantly reminded about, those people, those energies that I had in my life that I don't have anymore. But again, guys, my thing is I'm still here, and God has a purpose for me. And so again, I'm trying to live out my purpose, right? And sometimes we can get caught in those things that again we have no control over. And see, listen, if there are things that you have no control over, then there's really nothing you could do about it, no matter what you do, right? That's what that simply means when someone says you have no control over it, right? But one thing you do have control over, and I say this over and over and over again, is you. Okay, so let's get on to it, guys. Number 5. These are things to have a good day. So I'm going over 10 things that help you have a better day, have a good day. So number 5 is declutter, right? Have you ever been excuse me, you can be working somewhere, you could be doing some things, and your workspace, like, guys, let me see if I can maneuver my camera here. So as you can see, I've got stuff everywhere, right? And I got stuff here on the counter, right? And it doesn't affect me because I'm focused on what I'm doing, right? I'm on focus on the mission. But here's the thing, guys. For some people, just if they just cleaned up the area where they are, it would help them to focus more. It'll help them to smile more, right? Because you have a clean space, or maybe you clean a room, or even if it's just one drawer in the house, just feeling that accomplishment of just breathing and decluttering something, guys, it makes you feel so much better, right? I have a friend of mine out there in Texas, and this gentleman's house, I remember I used to go to his home, for years and years and years. And his yard would look immaculate, right? The grass was the greenest grass. I mean, green is this cloth behind me, right? I mean, it was green, always immaculate. Trees were beautiful and all that old stuff. Well, I went back, after being gone for about 5 years to visit Texas, and I come to his house, and the grass is not green anymore. It's kind of worn out a little bit, and it's and I pick with him. It's my boy, so I pick with him a little bit. I'm like, man, it looks like your yard looks like the Sanford and Son TV show, right? If you're old enough and remember Sanford and Son, he has stuff everywhere, and then don't even talk about going into the house, right? And so it's like, sometimes just decluttering will bring that fresh air. And I even told him, I said, man, listen, I'll come back for about a good 2 weeks a month, and we'll clean this thing from top to bottom, outside, inside, right? Because again, I want to see him grow. I want to see him do better, right? And like I said, sometimes that's all it is, right? You know what? Let me just clean up my space, clean out my car. So when I'm driving, I'm not, feeling like I'm locked down, like I'm stuck somewhere, right? Let me look at my other seats and the seats in the back, and there's not stuff all over the place and stuff all over the carpet and the floor, right? So sometimes it's just decluttering that make you feel better, to clean out your space, clean out your closet, right? Clean the restroom, right? So again, guys, that's one of the things you can do too as well, to help you get your mind on the right track, to feel better about how you feel and where you are today. And then of course, guys, number 6, go for a walk. I would say exercise, but again, that would take a lot of people out of this thing right now. They were like, I ain't doing all that. I can't, that's too much, right? But just go for a walk. You know what? And just for me personally, that's my relief. If I feel some kind of way, again, I never have bad day. I've never had a bad day. I've had bad moments. I had bad segments in my day, but never a whole complete day. Why? Because my mind understands I can switch it. So again, guys, go for a walk. And you know what walking does? It allows you to see the trees, the birds, scenery, the cars going. You get to appreciate life so much more. It gets you get your pace up, and your body starts to feel good. And again, it is just it takes off all the things that are on your mind, right? Because there's so many things that you can pay attention to and watch and look at and view, to where again you'll feel it, just a lot better. I love going for a walk whenever I feel some kind of way, right? Um, and then, of course, guys, let's go to the next one here. Focus on three projects. Okay. Focus on three projects. Focus on something that you need to get done. Focus on something that's going to, at the end of the day, when you get them completed, you're going to feel so much better, right? You're going to be like, oh man, you know what? I've been wanting to do this for, months. I've been wanting to do this for years. And finally you go out there and get it done. And it's just like, man, I feel so much better because I put this off forever, right? So sometimes it's just going out there and doing the things that are going to make you feel good about yourself, that you accomplished something. All right. So focus on three projects that you can complete, right? That you can get excited about. And that's something that, again, you've, thought about it or wanted to do it. But again, you procrastinated and procrastinated. It just build up and build up. And to a point to now, it just looks crazy, right? Focus on three things that you can actually go out there and accomplish, and it'll make you feel so much better. Okay. So number 8, listen to great music. I don't know about y'all. Some of you guys might be rap people, some might be country. I'm all about the R&B. I'm all about the love songs. I'm all about the slow jams. That's me, right? So anybody who knows me, you know how I rock. Even when I work out, guys, when I go, do a little weights and, get my builds on, all that stuff, guys, what I do is I'm listening to R&B, right? People like, how do you work out the R&B, man? I love it, man. And I'm a 90s kid. So, I grew up with the 90s music. And so I can listen to 90s music forever. And I can get the same workout as a guy who's over there getting all hype on whatever, Little John or whatever in their music. I just love R&B. I love love. I love the emotion. I love the way it feels. It brings back so many memories, things that you went through, relationships you had, and just awesome moments in your life, or just brings back that childhood experience, right? That you grew up on, right? So again, I love music. That's one of the other things that you can do to get yourself in a good mood, right? To relax, you start thinking more positively, right? And so again, watch a sunrise or sunset. I don't know about y'all. As you can tell, I'm one of those little sensitive type guys, right? I'm hard. Don't believe me. I'll dig in your chest real quick, right? But you know, I'm a real softy when it comes to love and scenery and mood, sunsets and sunrises. It's nothing like it, right? You just imagine like early in the morning, you just get out just to start your day and watch the sun come up, right? You start to realize that life is happening right around you, right? Things are growing. I mean, right when that sun's starting to come up, you start to hear those birds chirping and things going on around you. And you just like, you start to be a part of that, right? That's that magical pixie dust, that happens when you see this earth just starting to come alive. Or you've been out all day and it's time for everything to go down, and you could just, as the sunset's going down and all that stuff, you can literally let everything that you went through that day go down with it. Isn't that amazing? Right? I love it. And then, of course, guys, let's go ahead and go to 10, spend time with loved ones. So again, loved ones are, again, loved ones can be family, friends, whoever, right? People that love you, people who care about you, people who uplift you. Be around those people because, again, those are your tribe. Those are the people who have your best interests at hand. And so, again, be around people who speak, talk you up, right? Lift you up. And so again, it's nothing like that. So if you need that special armor and you need someone to be there, man, you know who to call. Everyone who's watching this right now knows exactly who they can call to get that pep step, right? That get that pep in their step. You know who to call. Call that person, right? Or more, more importantly, maybe once you finish your day or whatever you're doing, if you're at work or going home or whatever have you, or on the way to work and you already feel a certain way, hey, who's that person that put a smile on your face right away, right? I just lost a friend recently, and he was that guy. My boy Kevin Nunn, and he was that guy, man. I mean, everybody who knows him, he had a smile on his face all day, every day. I mean, just his laugh was infectious, right? The way he looked at you, he had so many different dramatic faces. I mean, he was like a big old Kevin Hart, right? If Kevin Hart was tall. That's the type of person he was. And so again, who is that person in your life that you can call that make you feel better, that can uplift you, and make you just feel like, you know what, everything is going to be all right. That's the person you need to call, right? No matter time of day, you can pick up the phone and call that person. That's the person that you want to reach out to. So again, guys, I just went over 10 different things that you can do to help you to have a better day every day, no matter what's going on in your life, guys. You can have an incredible, incredible day, right? And it's simply like this. Watch this, guys. So I'm going to walk you through these real quick here again. 10 things you can do. First thing is be present, do less, right? Get one important thing done, plan your perfect life, declutter, go for a walk, focus on 3 projects, listen to great music, watch sunrise or sunset. Then, of course, spend time with someone who you know, love, and care about, and who cares about you in the same affection. So with that, guys, it's been a plum pleasing pleasure. Again, as I said before, we're going to actually be doing this Monday through Thursday, right? 9:30. So again, you just tune in. We're going to give you some good stuff, some uplifting stuff, some educational stuff, some whatever it is that I feel led to talk about that night. That's what we're going to talk about. All right. So again, it's not going to be set because I always make it up as I go. I like to be authentic, guys. I don't want to, come here all scripted and all that stuff. That's not me. For those who know me, I don't do that. I give you what's on the heart, what's on the mind, and it just comes out that way. So again, I hope you got something from this, and I hope that it helps you out to have a better and incredible day every day, no matter what's going on. So with that, guys, it's been a plum pleasing pleasure. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow night at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So again, take care, take charge, and we'll talk to you soon.